Hey guys, it is me, Phoenix. We are going to do a general read today. This is about your finances and whatever it transpires into. But what we're going to do is I'm going to ask you if you can like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a video. Remember, red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you're working on it, and yellow hearts if you just rock with me and got my back or got my six, because I have yours. How this read is going to go is we're going to pick a topic. We're also going to discuss the journey of that topic, the lessons, and understanding the lessons also with the journey in regards to this. It says crafter. At the end of this, we're going to pick from we're going to actually use the crystal deck, which focuses on chakras, and then at the end we're going to release any negative energy that we have in this reading. It says a crafter, and then at the bottom of the deck it says the right path. So you might be thinking about doing something that you love, being a crafter, but it says a talent is just waiting to be expressed with your hands. Homemade products, jewelry, some kind of craft project. Start a small business at home by creating novelties by hand. Now, let me tell you, I am a supporter of all things when it comes to the things that we love. And it says you're on the right path, okay? So it says, so even with your thought process, start writing down the things that you love and then make a business out of it. Nobody can tell you that you don't have experience in it, because if it's something that you went ahead and you've done, or you have experience, or you've been through something, nobody can tell you what it's like to go through it. You have your own story and you can create things right behind that. So that's how I see that. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. My nephew had to help somebody they locked their dog in the car on accident, so he was helping them put him back. But anyway, enough about that. So it just says that you're on the right path. So anything that you feel like you have the experience in and that you can show somebody how to do, YouTube is full of that. There's not too many people to do the same thing over and over again, because everybody does things differently. So you're on the right path. You're on the right path. Keep moving forward. You're not lost. Sometimes the right path is not always the easiest. Choose the wrong path just to satisfy your ego. It will never end good. Always remember that. So don't let anybody talk you out of the things that you feel like you want to do. And that's when it comes with you stepping out on faith and taking risk and reaching the crossroads and realizing that you're on the next level. Some people aren't on that same journey as you. And so that's where success happens, when you take a risk and you have to pick and choose the path that you need to go on. So this is elevation. This is what it takes to step aside, to have faith, and to do things, make the possible do the possible in times where it seems impossible. So that's you taking a risk for yourself. Success will find you. The odds are in your favor. It is when you step out into the unknown that you truly start to live. And that is where crafting, where you being on the right path is. It's like the fears are holding you back from reaching your fullest potential. So don't let it do it. If it already has, because of the past fears and the future anxieties that the past has caused you and why you're afraid to do so. But at a crossroads, you'll have to make a very important decision. Is the path you're leaning towards challenging you to grow? So are the people around you keeping you stagnant? That's when you realize, when it's time for you, that you've reached a crossroads. Four Cups energy, you're bored, you reached a plateau, and you're disconnected from the people, places, and things that are around you or surround you. Feeling stuck or with no clear aim is holding you emotionally hostage. Write down the things that you want to do, the things that you've always dreamed about, and then therefore set out, create a goal and set that goal, and make sure you write down the things that you do in the process, and the situations and everything that you had to do in order to get to the point of completing at least one thing. And that could be just writing it down, right? And getting out of the fear of why you are talking yourself out of it. So the next level, taking your finances or business to the next level. Uncharted career demands constant evaluations and adjustments to succeed. Remain the same because you don't push yourself to the next level. See, this is the sad part about it. So I'm sorry, the last one I'm reading is the parts where if you stay the same, this last one. So this is what it's telling you, the crystal ball idea. This is you, actually really looking at and, going into depth of what you should do. And this is not doing it, moving to the next level. So remaining the same because you don't push yourself to the next level. So that's what happened if you don't. That's what will happen if you don't push yourself to the next level. It'll cause you stagnation. And so if that makes sense with you or to you, then you understand what I'm saying to you. And now it's time for you to move forward, to step out, and it says growing up. It says relying on others to help you or hoping to be saved. No, don't rely on anyone else. When you're doing something, you have to be the entrepreneur. You have to be the person with the ideas. You have to be the person making things go. If you got to be the cameraman, if you got to be the reporter, if you got to do all of these things in one, that's what it's taking you to have to step out and take this risk and be on the right path of you achieving the things that you want, you know. And I watched this video a while back when it asked all of the older women and men what would they have done differently. And a lot of them said they would have stepped out on faith and wouldn't have listened to the people that were around them. And that is hopefully where you are understanding why I'm saying this. Heal your wounded inner child to get ahead in your career. So some things, the fear of the past and the unknown of the future, or the anxiety in the future of the future, is why you can't move forward. And so a lot of the things start with you, and that could come from childhood, or it can come from things that have triggered you from the past energies. And then this is the sadness if you don't grow up and understand why. Your inner child is taking the wheel and engaging in childish behavior. So this could be a lot of the people that you've been dealing with that are childish, and why you try to help and heal and do things like that, and they turn around and try to make a fool of you. So I'm going to pull from the Intuit Oracle deck to see what comes out. But I just feel like you have to take the risk when it comes to, well, I don't feel like it. I know you do. Because me being an entrepreneur, it's been hard. It hasn't been easy. These last 2 years haven't been easy. But guess what I've been doing? I've been working on new goals and doing things. You know, I've been trying to better myself and not do the things that I was doing in the past, which I totally changed, again, a career shift. And not saying that I can't do it, it's saying that I'm working on something else. And it does take time. It does take time, and nothing happens overnight. Nothing good, nothing easy comes overnight. Always remember that. And so that's the reason why it's saying that you're on the right path. You just got to take the risk and believe in yourself and know that there are going to be crossroads and there's going to be next level. But it starts with you understanding that you can't hold on to the past and you can't live in the future with the anxiety. You have to just live in the now and do. So the fox is here. Self-interest, stealth, deceit, trap, redhead, cunning. It says sly, crafty, sharp, sleight of hand. Sometimes something's not right. And so that is why you live in the past. And that's why you have anxiety of the future, because you always feel like something is not right. Listen, if things are meant to happen, they will happen, you know. And the thing is that when you think that everybody is out to get you or nobody is going to support you, sometimes you just got to step out on faith and go to the areas where you don't even know anybody. Those people that don't know you are the ones who support you all the time. You'll always remember that, you know. The people that you know won't support you. And this is sometimes, a lot of the times they don't support you because you guys came from the same place. That's where you are on the right path of taking the risk and doing the things that you love, which is not the normal thing when it comes to people that have jobs. When it comes to people that say, no, I have to get up Monday through Friday, or, you know, 5 days a week, not telling what days it is, I don't know, and work these 2 and 3 jobs in order to achieve a goal of being tired. You know, it's the rat race. And so that's the fox, that you have to realize that sometimes it gets old and sometimes you have to refigure out or start over or do something different. And so that is where the fox comes out. It's your self-interest. It's what, you know, you feel. You know, you can be crafty, but when you start to live and something's not right and I don't know. So here it is, a double rainbow: divine intervention, duality, perfect timing, ascension, serendipity, light codes, cohesion, as above, so below. So this is what you have to understand, is that the double rainbow, which means luck is on your side. You have to be able to remove the unwanted stuff, purging, a clean sweep, unavoidable, clean up, delete, total makeover, restoring harmony. So sometimes going to the next level and taking risk, and also, you know, being at a crossroads, is when you start to step out on faith and do things that you love and not worry about the people of the past or why you decided to do something different. Does that make sense? And so that's kind of how I see that. Now I'm going to pull from regular tarot so that we can get just a little bit more energy. But I feel like you are stepping out on faith and going from and doing the things that you want. So if this is a business venture for you, you have to understand that it's going to be a lot of late night, early mornings, and it's going to be a lot of feeling empty. Yeah, and a lot of patience that you have to have when it comes to doing something that's unfamiliar to you and not, and that's scary as well. The unknown energy and you juggling how you want things to be is where you are right now. And so that's the reason why the universe is telling you, do something that you love, because it is a job. So I heard something the other day that said if you do stuff that you love, it's not considered a job. No, everything is considered a job, but the plans that you move, the new ideas and the plans that you have in regards to whatever it is that you love will be a little bit easier because, if you know how to knit or crochet, like Katrina, one of our fellow Cancers, she knows how to do. See, you reach the plateau, but you're unsure on how to step out, and that's why the universe is saying, see the beauty in all of the ideas and the things that you want. See, because this is unsure energy. The Four of Cups energy in the upright is bored, plateau, and disconnected, and in the reverse is angry and bitterness. You're angry and bitter at yourself because now you want to do something, but you're afraid. And that's the reason why you have to just step out on faith and know that there's going to always be a next level. You have to take the risk. You're going to be at a crossroads all the time, but you got to get out of that childish energy. No, sorry, I'm saying that wrong. It's not childish. You have to get out of that childlike energy and understand and deal with your fears in the present or in the past in order to move forward and do what you love. Start that business, do what you love, but don't neglect it and don't neglect yourself. The Empress energy in the upright is growth, fertility, and seeing the beauty in yourself. And the reverse is selfishness, it's impatient and overwhelmed. So don't stop doing what you love because you're impatient. That's why the patience card come out with the Four Swords energy, and the Moon card comes out with, even though you don't know how long it's going to take, still juggle and do it with ease. Your priorities when it comes to the new beginnings and the plans that you've made in regards to taking the risk to step out on faith and move to the next level and be at a crossroads. Even though it's going to be anxiety, it's going to cause you anxiety. You're not going to feel like you're being supported by the people, and therefore that's when you learn to have those tower moments. But listen, the the Nine of Swords energy is stress, anxiety, and hopelessness. And then the Tower moment says, sometimes you need to tear down the limiting structures you have built for yourself to move forward, rebuild better, stronger, and wiser. And that is what you're doing. The bottom of the deck is letting you know that you have options. You have more options than what you see that you have. And so the universe is telling you to go after them and start with the things that you love first. But first of all, you have to heal those childhood wounds in order to be able to believe and understand, to take risk and know that you're always going to reach a crossroads and it's always going to be another level that you have to conquer, but you're on the right path to get into that point. And that's by you having clarity. You having clarity of the unwanted stuff, the purging, a clean sweep, the unavoidable, the cleanup, the delete, the total makeover, and the restoring the harmony. That's what you have to do, and that's the clarity that you have to have. And so the cards that come out, you can't overthink when it comes to these situations. You cannot be insecure when it comes to these situations, and you cannot feel you're in limbo when it comes to this. All you can do right now is show up. The Knight of Pentacles says you can't get the results without first doing the work. Show up, work hard, and keep pushing every day. The Hangman energy says when it feels like there is nothing that you can do, let go of your resistance, embrace the state of pause, and try to see things from a new light. So there's going to be, like Denzel Washington told Will Smith, when you are doing the wrong things, the devil won't bother you. But when you are doing all the right things, that's when the devil shows his face. And that's when the anxiety enters in, and that's when the fear enters in, and that's when the ego enters in. You have to understand that in stepping out on faith, all of those things will be there, but you got to know how to transmute them into moving forward. So you're becoming what you love, and that's a crafter. You're starting that new business. You have clarity on the options that you have, but it takes for you to get to that next level in order to know that you're on that right path. So that one little celebration that you have is you understanding and having clarity that you can do this. You can do this. The double rainbow shows its face. You know that that's the luck, and that there is a leprechaun on the other side with the pot of gold waiting for you to just get to them, and they're waiting through this path that you've been on. And so now we're just going to go ahead and pull a crystal and understand that you're on the right path. And that's what you need to keep going and know that, there's a reason why you're hearing this message. The azurite comes out with the crystal. And so I don't know what this is. Oh, I still got 3 million cards back here that I haven't been pulling. But the azurite comes out, and I'll read what it is. Hold on one second. Now, this is pretty. It says communication, guidance, and intuition. Again, your third eye and your throat chakra, okay? So your third eye is your intuition, your perception, and your understanding. You have to understand that when you start to elevate, things start to feel like it's causing you anxiety, overthinking, and impatience. To be impatient and not to see the beauty in your ideas and insecurities. So that is where the third eye starts to become blocked, and your intuition, high priestess energy, something that can only be understood through experience. The experience that you taught, you feel like it's not good enough. You feel like it's not worth you moving forward and doing something and stepping out and creating a business with. You have to stop blocking that third eye, your third eye chakra, and by not living in the past, which is fear, or trying to worry about what it'll look like in the future, which is anxiety, right? And so that keeps you stagnant and in hangman energy. So the throat chakras is being blocked because you're not able to communicate or express yourself or even trust in what you're deciding to do. So you have to understand why. You have to ground yourself and focus on your third eye and throat chakra. The affirmation says, I am open to guidance from the universe. I am open to guidance from the universe. And so always remember that the universe is always going to guide you the right way and tell you to take risk, and that you're on the right path, because the risk that you take is letting you know that there's divine intervention. In the intervention, there's duality, and there's a perfect timing, and there's ascension and serendipity and cohesionness, and as above, so below. So that's you working on the things that you need to know or need to do, and that's having clarity. So now we're going to go ahead and let this anxiety, this overthinking, this insecurities, and this impatient and not seeing the beauty in yourself go and work on ourselves. The Knight of Pentacles energy. You can't get the results without first doing the work. Show up, work hard, and keep pushing every day. Let's say my affirmation. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. Remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or a situation. I love you guys.